Hello everyone, it's your host Christopher with Off Grid Unlimited. Today's video is going to be a relatively short one. I went out to Cabela's today and I seen that they were offering a Spy Point twin pack. Case looks like that. I've already taken them out. The nice thing about the twin pack is for one regular Spy Point camera it's $120, but if you buy the twin pack it's $180, but you get two cameras. The only difference is they're just not camouflaged. So today I'm going to be camouflaging them and just showing you how I go about camouflaging them. And then that's really going to be all for this video. I just wanted to push out a small little quick video, a small little tutorial. I found my tripod finally, as y'all can see, so I'm going to try to get it set up to hold my phone. And yeah, so once I try to figure out that attachment, I'll come back out here and we will start painting. The only thing you need for this project is a roll of Scotch tape or painter's tape. Any brand works. And I typically use the Rust-Oleum camouflage paint because it's a matte finish. And then if you can't find the dark brown like I couldn't, then get a satin Rust-Oleum. So that's going to be dark brown. That's all you need. I've got a light tan, it's almost out, dark brown, black, and then a dark green. That's all you need. So I'm gonna go try to find my attachment for my tripod so I can start filming this and show you how I go about doing it. All right, everyone. So first things first is what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep and get these ready. So first thing I did was I went ahead and you see this little remove tape before use is I'm pushing that down. That's gonna cover our sensor for the motion portion of the camera. So I just push it down, try to get it as good as I can. I'm not too terribly worried about it. And then next I'm going to cover the camera and the two LEDs and then try to cover that too with our tape. I'm not really too terribly worried about how it looks covered wise because at the end of the day it's just supposed to look more like camouflage anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and grab that and slap it on there, something like so. Just enough to cover it, and that way we don't have to worry about paint getting on our camera lens or anything like that. As you can see, I went ahead and grabbed our paint. I also grabbed a sponge. I forgot to mention a sponge earlier in the video, but you will also need that for this type of camouflage. Right now I'm putting on some gloves just to help keep paint off my hands, because you know it's not always the best to have paint on your hands. So basically the only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to take our colors. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a base coat of light brown before I paint. I'm gonna try to smear the sticker, the remove before use sticker, and I'm just gonna give it just a light coat. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Just try to get all angles. I'm just gonna go through and do this first. I like starting with a light coat just because it's easier to see a distinct difference in the paint with a light coat versus a dark coat. And it's easier to use dark paints on a light coat, if that makes sense. Not trying to really get to antenna too much, just because I don't want to have an excuse for an issue with the reception later on. So just doing a light base coat, trying to get all angles, just trying to make sure that it's we get good coverage on the paint is what I'm trying to get at. Alright, so got our base coat down. This one's a little thin right here. I'm gonna just give it another little hit right there. And then from now on, the only thing you're really going to be doing is just building layers with your foam. So I'm going to start with a green, shake it up, and that's going to put a good amount down on this piece of paper plate. So as y'all can see, I just got it down. The only thing I'm going to do now is take my sponge and just tap on it to where you get some on the end of your sponge, and then I'm just going to grab it and just put some down. And the only thing we'll be doing is building up layers at this point. you don't really have to do it this way. I just choose to do it this way with the trail camera because it's going to be a little bit closer to the deer. So one thing we're going to be doing now is just continuing this repetition and changing colors. So I'll get back with you in just a minute. Alright, so I went ahead and took care of putting down the base green. For most of y'all, this is probably enough. You know, it should be enough to hide it against a tree. But for me, I'm not really too happy with, you know, the empty spaces. So I'm going to bring this next run a little bit closer to the camera to really show y'all what I'm going for. So I just went with green. So we're going to do dark brown next. We're just going to put down a good amount. Too much is always okay. Not enough kind of sucks because then you got to stop and put more down. So just to show you a little bit closer what I'm doing here is I'm doing nothing more than just taking the paint. As you can see, it's still wet right there, and then I'm just dabbing it onto it, trying to get the good amount on the bottom on the sponge. So, and then from there, take the camera, and doing a sponge technique, you really only ever want to go vertical to mimic a tree bark. So now I'm just gonna tap it on. It's honestly very simple to do, and really easy, and it gives it a really nice pattern, whereas normal, you know, blotch camouflage to me just kind of stands out a little bit too much. This is really going to help blend it and make it look more natural compared to any other paint style. And so that's what it will look like with just green and brown with the light brown background. But I'm going to go a step further and add a little bit of black on it too. So I'm going to go ahead and do brown for the rest of these. And I already need more paint. Once again, I'm running vertical. I try not to go horizontal. Now, if you live near trees that the bark runs horizontal, then you would probably want to do horizontal. Or if, you know, you don't really care too much, I'm sure a lot of y'all don't, then do whatever way you want. You can do diagonal, you can do horizontal. Personally, you know, trees around here in Kentucky are most of the bark runs vertical, so that's why I tend to do vertical patterning on my cameras. If you do want to do the antenna, you can. I don't think it's going to really affect anything. I'm not really worried about the antenna as much, I should say. But, you know, to each their own. There's no, what's the word? There's no perfect camouflage pattern. The key is just trying to help break the shape. That's all you're trying to do with camouflage. It's like there's no difference in Sitka compared to real tree, other than the thickness of the material that they produce. That being said, you know, I've seen people hunt deer with real tree and get deer with real tree, and I've seen people hunt with Sitka and get deer with Sitka. You know, it's no difference here. Now we're going to hit it with the black. One key thing to remember with black is you can put too much black on something. Black does not come in nature as a perfect circle or a perfect square or anything, so that's why you don't want to put too much black on, because black is nothing more than the shadows. So I'm just lightly putting it on, you know, I'm not trying to put too much. See, like, to me that right there is perfect amount. I'm gonna hit the sides a little bit and then the top, just trying to make sure I get a uniform look. But to me, that's just about perfect. You know, I would like to get a little something in there, just try to break up that light brown. So to me, that's perfect camo, and in the end it will look great, and deer won't really be able to see it. So now I'm just going to go through and finish this up. like I said in the beginning of the video, it's you don't have to do this technique. I'm just trying to show y'all a new way of technique. You can do this for anything. You can do it for your tree stand. You can do it for your sticks. I've done it for my sticks and my tree stands, and it all works perfect. Like I said before, there's one end goal, and that's to break up the pattern. So you don't have to do this. I just wanted to show y'all. See, that was a lot of black right there. So let's say that you do put a lot of black on and you do want to cover it, like just now, put a good amount of black on this one spot, and I'm not really too happy about it. Right there. Oh, sorry, you can't see. But I put a lot of black right here. So let's say you do that and you want it to be a green again. The only thing you have to do is come over here, spray some more green down, grab your sponge. That's the black sponge. There's the green sponge. Hit it, and then just go right back over top of it and help break it up again. That's all you have to do. And my compressor's leaking air right now. That's what that sound is. So, it went back over it, and now it's blended a little bit better and looks a lot nicer. So, to show you all the absolute finished product, I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off and show you what it looks like. So, grab the tape, lift it, grab this one too. If I can grab it and lift it up too. So now I won't take these out right away and put them up on the tree. I'm gonna give them about a week and a half to dry, and then I'll spray them with scent killer just to try to help remediate it. But that is a finished product. Open it, all your internals are fine, put it on. And this being a cell cam, you don't really need to go out and, you know, look at it all that much. If I can get it shut, there we go. And I've done a review on the Spy Point Link camera. I'll put it somewhere around here or in the link down below, or the description down below. But I love these things, and especially for me, I live 2 hours away from my hunting spot, and so I won't really be able to get down there a whole lot this year to check SD cards. So getting these and having them sent to my phone is so much nicer than having to drive down there, and especially at the price that they are. Like I was telling y'all earlier, a normal Spy Point Link is $120, and that's for one, when you can get two for $180, so you're paying $90 for each. And the only thing you gotta do is follow the steps in this video, and you'll have a really nice camouflage trail camera, really, that's better than what they produce from their manufacturing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. I'm gonna hit y'all with the slow-mo video of the completed ones. And yeah, so give me a minute to get all these cleaned up, and that'll be good. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. Hopefully y'all do give this camo a try on something, whether it be a trail camera, tree stand, climbing sticks, whatever it is, just give it a shot. The camo really adds depth to the piece that you're working on. So for me, it was the trail cameras. But I'm gonna try to get more videos like this out, just small little, you know, quick videos. That way y'all have something to watch while we lead up to deer season. Our deer season starts early September. I think I want to say the 7th or the 6th or something like that. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head right now. But I know I'll have my food plot video coming out this year, right around August time. I'm going to try to get down there and get it put in. But yeah, I'm not going to ramble on like I normally do. So hopefully I did enjoy the video. And make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.